this video we'll be looking at the image widget. The image widget is very similar to many of the other widgets. So let's go ahead. Here we have a column inside a screen, and let's just add the image widget. Boom, as always it comes here on the top left hand corner. You can add padding if you'd like, 15 and 20, and then of course it moves them. Or as we always like to do, you just edit the column, you put the column, align it to the center, and then you bring the image to the center. Boom, done. So now we have the image in the center. What we can do on the image, you can change the width and height quite easily just by changing these. Super easy to do. And you can change the border radius here. So we can put lots of radius, and as you can see, it does it on all the corners. Or if you'd like, as we saw with containers as well, you can just do it on a select corner as well. So you can just add one corner and you can add it to one of the corners. There we go. Let's remove the border radius. Then in terms of the image itself, so you can either use the network is using it from online or from your database. We'll be using this a lot later on. And then you have this little, when it is from the network, you have this little cache button here to be able to save it in memory. That means that if you go to another screen and then you come back, it won't have to reload this image each time, it'll save it. And other than that, you have asset as well. This is what we've been using up to now. And that's when we download it from our own computer. So let's look at this. Let's look at some recipe pictures, and we can just load one of these pictures. Takes a little time to load, and there we have it loaded. And so as you can see, it stays in this beautiful little square, but this is all about the box fit, so how you want it to fit into the square. So you could have it using this, and this basically puts a whole image into the box and then changes the dimensions. We don't really, or personally I don't love this. So what you can either do is go back to this, which is basically, it keeps the image into its original dimensions, and basically it looks at which one is wider, is it the max height or max width, keeps those in dimensions and just cuts off the excess on the left or on the right. Or what you can also do is just use this here. So this keeps the exact original image with its dimensions, but of course the dimensions isn't a perfect square, so you have some empty spaces on the left. And as you can see from here, compared to this one here, this cream here has been cut off a bit, and a part of the plate here has been cut off as well. And then these ones, this is just in terms of taking the full space in terms of the width, and this in terms of the height. So that's if you just want to keep those. And then this one here, not so important, but this basically keeps the exact pixels of the original image. Not sure how often you'll use this one. And then finally this one here is super similar to this one here. So not a big difference, but you'll see most of the time you'll want to use this box fit here. And then the last thing about images that's pretty important is about the expandable part. So here, if you click on this, when you have this, you'll see when we have it in live, you'll be able to click on it, and then you'll have it showing in full screen, which is quite a nice feature, especially when you have little images and people want to expand them or see them, or maybe a profile picture I click on and I see the image in full. And that is it for images.